Sorry about that, guys. My battery got very low, so I had to go get my charger. And how I got my phone set up right now is kind of tilted a little, so just excuse that. Don't pay that no mind. I'm going to just record it like this, if you guys don't mind. But as I was saying, that I am feeling a lot better since my friend has passed. Those moods will come and go, as I know. But God, He's with me and He's helping me through it. And it'll get better and better day by day. One day at a time, guys. One day at a time. And I want to say that to you guys when you're dealing with grief of a close one dying, or even going through. One day at a time. Time heals. Only God can heal, but He give you that time in your life that it has to heal. Not saying that emptiness or that missing that person or whatever it is will always be there, but you will be able to live your life feeling a lot better going through life, living without that person. You have your moments every now and then, but only God can do that. Only He can heal and feel that emptiness inside of you and help you to just move on with your life day by day. But anyway, I'm going to get off that. I'll talk about that at another time. I will fill you guys in at another time. Things that I plan to do and what I've been doing. Catch up on what I've been doing. But right now, I'm going to get into the next chapter, chapter 7 of Little Woman. Secrets. Okay, we're gonna start reading this. Joe was very busy in the garret, seated on the old sofa, writing busily. Scrabble, the pet rat, walked along the beams overhead, accompanied by his oldest son. Did I read that right? Scrabble, the pet rat, walked along the beams overhead, accompanied by his oldest son. I guess I did. Joe scribbled away till the last page was filled. Then she signed her name with a flourish and threw down her pen, exclaiming, "There, I've done my best." She read the manuscript carefully, making dashes here and there and putting in many exclamation points. Then she tied it up with a smart red ribbon and sat a minute looking at it with a sober, wistful expression. From her desk, Joe produced another manuscript and, putting both in her pocket, crept quietly downstairs. She put her hat and jacket quietly and sneaked out of the house. She put on her hat and jacket quietly and sneaked out of the house. Jumping into a bus, she went to town. There, she got off the bus and did something strange. She walked fast to a certain number in a certain busy street. Having found the place, she went into the door, looked up the dirty stairs, and, after standing still for a minute, suddenly walked away as fast as she came. This she did several times, and the black-eyed young gentleman in the window of a building opposite smiled. The third time, Joe gave herself a shake, pulled her hat over her eyes, and walked up the stairs. There was a dentist's sign among others at the entrance, and after staring at it for a minute, the young gentleman put on his coat, took his hat, and went down to stand in the opposite doorway, saying, "If she has a bad time, she'll need someone to help her get home." In 10 minutes, Joe came running downstairs with a very red face. Did you have a bad time, he asked. Not very. How many did you have out? Jo looked at her friend and then laughed. There are 2 that I want to have out, but I must wait a week. Well, I've left 2 stories with a newspaperman, and he's to give his answer next week, whispered Jo. Hurry, for Miss March, the celebrated American authoress, cried Laurie. I said it wrong. Hooray for Miss March, the celebrated American authoress, cried Laurie. Jo's eyes sparkled. For a week or two, Jo behaved strangely. She rushed to the door when the postman rang, was rude to Mr. Brooke, would sit looking at Meg sadly, then jump up to shake and then kiss her. On the second Saturday after Jo's trip, Meg saw Laurie chasing Jo all over the garden and finally capturing her in Amy's bower. Shrieks of laughter were heard, followed by voices and a great flapping of newspapers. In a few minutes, Jo bounced in, lay down on the sofa, and pretended to read. Is there anything interesting to read? Asked Meg. Nothing but a story, said Jo. The rival painters, Jo said, and began to read fast. Their story was romantic and somewhat sad, as most of the characters died in the end. Who wrote it? Asked Beth. The reader suddenly sat up, pushed aside the paper, and said, Your sister. Meg wouldn't believe it till she saw the words Miss Josephine March actually printed in the paper. Amy offered hints for a sequel that couldn't happen. Beth got excited and skipped and sang with joy. Hannah came in to join in. How proud Mrs. March was when she found out about it. That's awesome. That is chapter 7, Secrets. So the next chapter is chapter 8, and it's called A Telegram. I know. I want to read the next one too, huh? That was really short. There are short ones, but I'll wait for next time to read it. Excuse me, I'm just a little off right now. Reading the story is like, probably because I'm really so relaxed. I really didn't want to turn on any lights. Really, I probably just should have read at another time. And as you see, I was kind of messing up some of these sentences, but I might even delete this video and do another one and read that chapter over. But if I don't, you'll get this one. But that's all I'm going to give you for tonight. I just wanted to read a quick chapter and just say hello. And I'll be on again another day soon to catch up. And I hope everyone enjoyed this video. And until the next time, I love you guys and I miss you guys and hope to see you soon. Love you.